Gautama Buddha once said, "Holding on to anger is like holding a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. We are the one who gets burned." This profound quote reminds us that when we cling to anger and resentment, we only harm ourselves. The other person remains unaffected, while we endure the toxic effects of our own bitterness. Inspired by Buddhist wisdom, in this video, we'll share 13 practical ways on how to forgive someone who has hurt you. Remember, forgiveness isn't just about letting go of anger. It's also about finding peace and compassion within yourself. Let's start with first point, as we learn how to let go of the past and move forward with a lighter heart. First, understand the nature of anger. Anger is a strong emotion that can take over our thoughts and actions, often leading to negative outcomes. When we hold on to anger, it hurts us more than the person it's aimed at. Anger often creates a storm of negative energy inside us, disrupting our mental and physical health and overall well-being. This inner turmoil also builds up as stress, anxiety, and even physical problems like headaches, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. While we might think our anger is a form of justice or payback, it actually just makes us suffer longer and keeps us from feeling true peace and happiness. Buddhist wisdom offers deep insights into anger and its harmful effects. One core teaching in Buddhism is that anger is a poison to our mind and soul. In the Dhammapada, a collection of Buddha's sayings, it is mentioned, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." This means that anger itself is a punishment. It traps us in a cycle of negative emotions and thoughts, stopping us from finding inner peace and growing spiritually. Buddha also taught the importance of patience and compassion as antidotes to anger. By understanding how destructive anger is, we can see why it's essential to let go of this harmful emotion. Instead of holding on to anger, we should try to develop empathy and understanding towards those who have wronged us. This change in perspective helps dissolve our own anger and promotes a more peaceful and compassionate way of living. Understanding the nature of anger is the first step toward forgiveness. It helps us see that by releasing anger, we are healing ourselves and paving the way for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Second, practice mindfulness. Learning to be mindful is really important when we're trying to forgive. Mindfulness means paying attention to how we feel and what's happening around us without judging ourselves. It helps us to see our feelings clearly so we can deal with them better. When we're mindful, we can notice when we're angry or upset without getting overwhelmed. This gives us space to decide how to respond instead of just reacting. One way to practice mindfulness is to focus on our breathing. Sit somewhere quiet and comfy, close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Notice how your breath feels going in and out. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Mindfulness can help us stay calm and handle our emotions better. Let's try a simple exercise together. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and pay attention to how your body feels. Notice any tension and let it go. Then, think about how you're feeling emotionally, like if you're angry or hurt. Just notice those feelings without trying to change them. Imagine your emotions are like clouds in the sky passing by. With each breath, let those clouds drift away. This helps us make room for peace and clarity. Practicing mindfulness regularly helps us understand why we feel the way we do. This makes it easier to forgive and move on. It also helps us feel more present and accepting, so we can handle your feelings better. Third, developing compassion. Learning to be compassionate is really important when we're trying to forgive someone. Compassion means understanding how the person who hurt us feels and seeing them as human, just like you. When we can understand their side of things, it's easier to let go of our anger and resentment. Being compassionate doesn't mean we're okay with what they did. It just means we recognize that everyone makes mistakes and goes through tough times. By showing empathy, or putting ourselves in their shoes, we can start to forgive them for what happened. One way to practice compassion is to do some simple exercises. For example, you can try the simple meditation. Sit quietly, take deep breaths, and think about the person who hurt you. Repeat phrases like, "Just like me, this person feels pain and wants to be happy." Try to understand and care about their feelings. Another exercise is called loving kindness meditation. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and wish good things for yourself like happiness and safety. Then, think about the person who hurt you and wish the same good things for them. Doing these exercises regularly helps us develop a kinder way of thinking. It helps us see past your own hurt and recognize that everyone deserves understanding and forgiveness. Compassion doesn't just make you feel better, but it does help make the world a nicer, more connected place. Fourth, reflect on impermanence. Reflecting on impermanence really helps when we're trying to forgive. It means understanding that all feelings, like hurt and anger, don't last forever. They're like waves in the ocean, strong sometimes but always changing. From a Buddhist point of view, impermanence is a big idea. It says everything in life is always changing: our feelings, thoughts, relationships, and even our bodies. Knowing this helps us accept that nothing stays the same forever. Holding on to our pain just makes us suffer more. To think about impermanence, look at nature around you. Notice how the seasons change, how day turns to night, and how plants grow and fade away. This reminds us that everything changes, including our feelings. When you feel hurt or angry, remind yourself these feelings won't last forever. This can help you not get too caught up in them. Another thing we can do is meditate on impermanence. Find a quiet place to sit, close your eyes, and focus on our breathing. Think about how each breath is temporary, just like our feelings. Imagine our feelings as clouds drifting in the sky, changing and eventually disappearing. Thinking about impermanence helps us feel more peaceful inside. It helps us deal with life's ups and downs better and not let negative feelings control us. Embracing impermanence not only helps us forgive, but it also makes us appreciate life more and feel grateful for what we have. Fifth, embrace the middle path. Embracing the middle path is really important for finding balance in our feelings, especially when it comes to forgiving someone. The middle path, taught in Buddhism, tells us not to go to extremes, like holding in our emotions or letting them explode out. If we repress our feelings, it can make us feel really upset inside, and if we express them too much, it can cause problems for us and others. So, finding a middle ground is key. This means dealing with our emotions in a healthy way and moving towards forgiveness calmly and kindly. The middle path isn't just about physical stuff, it's also about our emotions. When we feel hurt or angry, we should notice those feelings without letting them take over. Instead of ignoring them or letting them control us, we can try to understand them without judgment. To follow the middle path, start by being aware of your emotions. When you feel hurt, don't ignore it or let it overwhelm you. Take some deep breaths and try to understand why you feel that way. It's okay to feel hurt. It's a normal response to something painful. Another thing we can do is find ways to express our emotions in a positive way. Talk to someone you trust, write in a journal, or do something creative like painting or music. This helps us deal with our feelings without making things worse. By handling our emotions in a balanced way, we can start to let go of anger and be open to forgiveness. Following the middle path teaches us to deal with our feelings wisely, without going too far one way or the other. This not only helps us forgive, but it also makes our lives happier and more peaceful. Sixth, using meditation. Meditation is a great way to deal with hurt and moving towards forgiveness. It helps us feel peaceful inside and understand our feelings better. By meditating regularly, we can start to let go of anger and be open to healing and making up. One helpful meditation for forgiveness is guided visualization. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Take some deep breaths to relax. Picture the person who hurt you in your mind and say to yourself, "I forgive you. I let go of my anger towards you. I wish you peace and happiness." Keep breathing deeply and saying these words, noticing how you feel. You might feel different emotions as you meditate, maybe resistance, discomfort, or even relief. That's okay. Just notice them without judging yourself. Forgiveness takes time, and it's normal to feel a mix of emotions. Keep breathing and repeating the phrases, letting go of any tension or resistance you feel. Meditation helps us in many ways. It gives us a safe space to explore our feelings and understand why we feel the way we do. It also helps calm our body's stress response, making us feel more relaxed and able to cope with our emotions. And meditation teaches us to be kinder to ourselves and others, making it easier to forgive. Adding meditation to your daily routine can really change things. It helps you let go of the past and move forward feeling peaceful and free. By spending time each day practicing forgiveness and compassion, you can heal relationships and find peace in your life. 7th, reframing. Same situation. Again, changing how we see a situation can really make a difference, especially when we're feeling hurt or angry. By looking at things in a more positive way, we can find new lessons and move closer to forgiveness. One way to do this is by focusing on what's good about the situation, no matter how small. It's taught you something important about being strong or kind, or it's shown you how to set boundaries. By noticing these positive things, we can start to feel thankful for the chance to learn and grow instead of just feeling hurt. There are lots of stories in Buddhism that show the power of seeing things differently. One story is about Angulimala, a man who used to do bad things but changed his ways and found peace. Another story is about the lotus flower, which grows in dirty water but stays clean and beautiful. These stories remind us that even when things seem really tough, we can still change and find peace inside. By changing how we think about our problems, we can learn to see them as chances to get stronger and wiser. Instead of staying mad or upset, we can find hope and move forward with more understanding and strength. This helps us let go of the past and forgive, so we can live happier lives. 8th, practicing letting go. Learning to let go is really important for feeling calm inside and moving forward towards forgiveness. When we hold on to hurt and anger, it just keeps us feeling bad and stops us from feeling better. One way to start letting go is to accept how you feel without judging yourself. Let yourself feel your emotions fully, whether it's sadness, anger, or something else. You can sit quietly with your feelings, write them down, or express them through art. Facing your feelings like this can help you start to understand them and let them go. It's also important to be kind to yourself and others. Holding on to grudges only makes us feel worse, not just for us, but for everyone around us too. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means deciding not to let it hurt you anymore. It's like choosing to focus on good things instead of bad things. Another way to practice letting go is by being grateful for what we have right now. Take a moment each day to think about the good things in our life, no matter how small. It could be something simple like feeling the warmth of the sun or hearing someone you love laugh. By thinking about good things instead of bad things from the past, we can feel more peaceful and happy. Letting go isn't always easy, but it's really important for feeling better and forgiving. When we let go, it's like we're freeing ourselves from all the bad stuff that's been weighing us down. It helps us feel more at peace with ourselves and with other people. 9th, cultivating loving kindness. Practicing loving kindness, also known as metta meditation, is a great way to nurture compassion and forgiveness for ourselves and others. This type of meditation involves sending positive thoughts and wishes to ourselves, loved ones, and even those who have hurt us. By doing this, we can improve our relationships and feel more peaceful and connected inside. To start metta meditation, find a quiet, comfortable spot to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Begin by focusing on yourself and silently repeating phrases like, "I am happy, I am healthy, I am safe, I live with ease." Let these words sink in and generate feelings of warmth and kindness towards ourselves. Once you feel kindness towards yourself, extend these wishes to loved ones like family or friends. Use similar phrases, replacing I with you or their name. Visualize them receiving your kind thoughts with gratitude and joy. Next, send loving kindness to neutral people. like acquaintances or strangers, wishing them well-being and happiness without exception. Imagine your positive energy spreading to everyone, creating a ripple of compassion. Finally, challenge yourself to send loving kindness to those who have hurt you. This might be difficult, but it's also very transformative. Repeat the phrases, directing forgiveness and compassion towards them. Visualize them accepting your kindness openly, letting go of any remaining resentment or anger. Meditation is a powerful practice that can help us cultivate forgiveness and compassion in our hearts. By making it a regular part of our routine, we can soften our hearts, heal old wounds, and feel more at peace with ourselves and others. 10th, seeking wise counseling. Seeking wise counseling is a crucial part of forgiving someone, as it helps us see why they acted the way they did. When we understand their reasons and circumstances, it's easier to let go of anger and resentment. One way to seek wise counseling is by having an open and honest conversation with the person who you trust. Talking about our feelings and asking about their intentions can help both sides see things from each other's perspective. Listening with an open heart and mind can give us insight into their experiences and motivations, helping us understand where they're coming from. Another important part of seeking understanding is changing how we see the other person. Instead of just seeing their actions, we should see them as complex individuals with their own struggles and vulnerabilities. This can make it easier to empathize with them. Seeking understanding doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It means recognizing that everyone makes mistakes. By seeking wise counseling, we can move on from past blame and judgment, opening the door to healing and reconciliation. It takes patience, empathy, and an open mind, but it's worth it. Understanding ourselves and others can help us forgive and grow, leaving the pain of the past behind with grace and compassion. 11th, accept imperfection. Accepting imperfection is a fundamental part of forgiveness, as it helps us understand that making mistakes is a natural part of being human. When we accept that we and others aren't perfect, we can let go of unrealistic expectations and judgments that fuel our anger and resentment. Recognizing our shared humanity allows us to show compassion and forgiveness, paving the way for healing and reconciliation. Buddhist teachings offer wisdom about imperfection and the human experience. They explain that suffering comes from our attachment to the idea of perfection and our constant pursuit of an impossible ideal. Instead of aiming for perfection, Buddha encouraged acceptance and compassion towards ourselves and others, understanding that everyone is on their own journey. Accepting imperfection means shifting away from judgment and towards empathy and understanding. Rather than seeing mistakes as failures, we can view them as opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing imperfection, we develop humility and compassion towards ourselves and others. One way to cultivate acceptance of imperfection is through self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly and understand that making mistakes is a part of life. Instead of criticizing yourself, offer the same compassion you would to a friend. This creates a more nurturing inner dialogue, fostering resilience and self-acceptance. By accepting imperfection, we let go of the pressure to be perfect and embrace life's messy complexity. This mindset allows us to show greater compassion and forgiveness towards ourselves and others, leading to healing and reconciliation. Embracing imperfection opens the door to growth, learning, and transformation, bringing greater peace and fulfillment to our lives. 12th, forgiveness ritual. Learning a forgiveness ritual can be a powerful way to show our commitment to letting go of past hurts and embracing forgiveness. A ritual makes our intentions tangible and symbolic, strengthening your determination to heal and reconcile. By infusing our forgiveness practice with intention and ceremony, we can find closure and renewal, paving the way for a fresh start. One simple forgiveness ritual involves writing a heartfelt letter to the person who hurt you, expressing your feelings and intentions. Pour your emotions into the letter, offering forgiveness sincerely and compassionately. After writing, you can choose to send the letter, burn it as a symbolic release, or keep it as a personal reminder of your journey. Another ritual is to release physical objects that hold symbolic significance to the past hurt. This could be an item of clothing or a photograph. Take the object to a natural setting like a park or beach and ceremonially release it into the elements. As you let go, visualize releasing associated emotions and burdens, allowing them to dissipate into the universe. For a more introspective ritual, try meditation and visualization. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and visualize the person who hurt you. Imagine extending forgiveness towards them, releasing resentment and anger. Feel a sense of lightness and peace wash over you, knowing you've freed yourself from the past burdens. Regardless of the specific ritual you choose, approach it with intention and sincerity. Select a ritual that resonates with you and allows you to express your emotions authentically. By creating a forgiveness ritual, you honor your journey towards healing and reconciliation, making space for a future filled with peace, compassion, and forgiveness. 13. Commit to forgiveness. Committing to forgiveness is the final and perhaps most crucial step in the journey towards healing and reconciliation. Forgiveness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that demands dedication and intention. By consciously deciding to forgive, we empower ourselves to let go of past burdens and embrace a future filled with peace and compassion. The importance of committing to forgiveness cannot be overstated. When we make this commitment, we declare our readiness to release anger, resentment, and the urge for revenge. This decision is not taken lightly, but with a deep understanding of forgiveness's transformative power. By committing to forgiveness, we reclaim our agency and refuse to let past hurts define our present and future. One way to reinforce your commitment is by creating a mantra or affirmation that reflects your intention, repeating this mantra regularly as a reminder of your dedication to forgiveness. For example, you can say, "I choose forgiveness. I release the past and embrace peace." By affirming your intention, you strengthen your commitment in your subconscious mind. Another technique is to cultivate a daily forgiveness practice. Dedicate time each day for reflection, meditation, or journaling on forgiveness. Use this time to explore your emotions, express gratitude for opportunities for growth and healing, and reaffirm your commitment to forgiveness. By integrating forgiveness into your daily routine, you can enhance your determination and deepen your capacity for compassion and empathy. Lastly, surround yourself with supportive resources and community. Seek out books, podcasts, or workshops on forgiveness that resonate with you and provide guidance and inspiration. Connect with others who are also committed to forgiveness through online forums, support groups, or spiritual communities. By surrounding yourself with positivity and support, you can stay motivated and inspired to continue on the path of forgiveness, even during challenging times. Committing to forgiveness is a powerful decision that requires dedication, courage, and perseverance. By consciously choosing forgiveness, we reclaim our power and open ourselves to a future filled with peace, healing, and reconciliation. Through regular practice and community support, we can strengthen our commitment to forgiveness and contribute to creating a brighter and more compassionate world for ourselves and others. Forgiveness is a powerful act of freeing ourselves and showing kindness that helps us move beyond past pain and look forward to a future full of peace and healing. By following the advice given in this guide, like understanding anger, staying present, being kind, and committing to forgiveness, we can start a meaningful journey toward making peace and finding calmness inside ourselves. Remember, forgiveness might not always feel easy, but with determination, focus, and help from others, we can let go of past troubles and make room for a brighter, more caring tomorrow. Let's embrace forgiveness as a path to healing, understanding, and closeness. Together, let's build a world founded on empathy, forgiveness, and love. For more inspiring content, please do like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.